this is drawing from observation. So we're going to be drawing this actual leaf. And the first thing we're going to do is take a look at these veins and decide which direction are these veins going in, because that's where we're going to start. Make sure that as you're drawing, your leaf is at least as big as the leaf that you're drawing. Unless you get one of those really huge leaves, then of course you're going to have to make it smaller. But we don't want any tiny leaves. We want leaves that are going to be easy to fill in with color with crayons later. When you're drawing from observation, you need to make sure you're working slowly. This video has been sped up, so it looks like I'm drawing a bit faster than I actually am. You work slowly, you move around the outside edges, taking a look at where the leaf might fold over and deciding which edge to draw first, the inside or the outside. I choose to draw the inside edge first. You'll see me go back later at the end, and then right here I'm going to draw the outside edge, so it looks like now we've got it looks like the leaf is now curved. At this point, it's important to start thinking about, alright, what lines am I going to thicken? What other little details can I add? The leaf does have more veins, so I'm going to really look at the leaf, study it. What do these veins look like? Is there a pattern? How do they bend with the leaf? Because that's going to show how the leaf is maybe curling in certain areas. The leaf isn't flat, and we're not tracing. So we do want to try to take a look at this leaf and draw it as well as we can from observation. I'm going to add a little bit of shadow where you see shadow hitting underneath the paper of your leaf. But one good thing is to keep in mind as well is that when you're drawing from observation, like with a leaf, something pretty cool is the fact that it's not a photograph. No one's going to compare this leaf to the leaf you were drawing. The leaf is like snowflakes. Leaves are like snowflakes. There's so many different ones out there that as long as you're trying and you're not just drawing some fake generic leaf from your head, you're actually really looking at what you're doing, no one's going to know that your leaf isn't perfect. That leaf's going to be taken away, and in the end, everything looks great. So what's next? Well, warm colors. We're going to now work on adding warm color to the leaf. We're going to be using crayons. And as you can see here, I first start by outlining what I call the strong lines, the veins and the outside edges of the leaf. And then I work in layers, adding more and more layers of different colors, different warm colors, over and over and over again. Thickening up some areas, darkening some areas, mixing more colors together. Now, as you can see, this is done with crayons, so you can get some pretty cool effects with crayons. Crayons aren't just for little kids. Crayons can give you some pretty nice looks to your drawings and your colorings. Now you see I add a little bit of white over it. That's just to help blend and smooth some colors again. And yes, there are more. With the other leaf you drew, you're now going to add the cool colors. So again, we have the same leaf that I drew. I drew it twice, and now I'm going to add cool colors. Oh, and look, there's my alarm going off telling me it is now time to put my daughter to bed. Okay. Now that I am back, you're going to continue, as you see, to add color. I chose to add a purple where the darker shades are, and again, it's just about blending and it's about layers. You're not just going in with an orange and crushing your paper hard with the orange. You go in, you draw lightly with a green, you do a blue over it, you do a little bit of purple here, a little bit more of a lighter blue there, and you just keep mixing it and mixing it together until you're all done, and voila, you have a cool leaf. So you're going to draw your leaves from observation, at least two, and you need to do one with warm colors and one with cool colors. The end.